Well, hello. um, I have a message that came through a few days ago, and um, it is about divine rest. And I'm just sending you some energy, okay? You're gonna receive what you need. And I'm giving you permission to feel worthy, okay? Feel worthy of rest. And literally, the like picture that came through, or the little idea that came through was of somebody like finding a closet at work and like getting in it and just being like, taking 5 to come back to myself and feel this. And and it cracked me up because first of all, do it if you need to create a safe space for yourself in order to come back to center and feel who you really are, to remember who you really are. Because on this journey um, of remembering, for me, anyways, it's taken me like a few tries to sometimes regulate well, properly, or whatever. Um, yeah, to sort of allow whatever difficult emotions or feelings are coming up, and yeah, create a space so that I feel safe, just internally, just, my soul. And that is kind of, I guess, how it works. We have to practice it a bit to give ourselves permission. And what came up for me the other evening, um, I was feeling just exhausted. And you can talk about ascension symptoms, um, and I mean, just life. Is tired. Also, my menopause. Woo, that's fun. All my menopause peeps out there. You don't know. Is this a symptom? Is this. Yeah, nobody knows. so, and so, yeah, this little phrase, divine rest, came through. And I was trying to give myself permission to go to bed at 7:30 p.m. And I realized that what was coming up was this guilt and shame, sort um, of I don't know, not being productive or something. I guess, yeah, that's probably it. Um, and how that sort of stands beside um, choosing ourself, and feeling, recognizing, remembering our self-worth, our worthiness, just as a human. And so if you're resonating with that, I'm here to remind you that you're worthy, and that you don't need to go find a closet at work for 5 minutes. But do, if that's what you need, do that. On this journey, do whatever it takes, man, to make yourself feel safe and good. And if our nervous systems and our belief systems don't match up with the truth of who we are in most cases. I mean, we all have bumper stickers that we love, right? And they all have beautiful truth in them, but we don't necessarily allow ourselves to embody them, right? Well, I mean, I never did. So if you if you want to light candles and, have a bath, and that kind of self-care is what brings you into a state of peace, do that. But also know that you can just choose that in the now. And I'm not trying to say that our life circumstances are created or are something that you would think would naturally allow that kind of worthiness and peace and relief. So yeah, again, I'm just here to remind you that yes, you are worthy. You are worthy. I would love to do like a meditation, but I've tried that about 5 times and I'm not letting it come through properly. So I'm not going to. So just know that I am sending you this energy of worthiness, of divine rest. And you're getting everything you need from this. Okay? And I'm going to show you my crystal because when I sat down, I really thought I was going to do like this meditation thing. And I guess I just am not allowing myself to feed on my ego. It's a thing. So when I can, I will. Today is not that day. But I'm going to show you a cool crystal. Okay. Ooh, this is pink amethyst. Oh, she's big. And I don't know if it really comes through in this. I think so. Oh, look. The story of this butte, I love it. It's heavy. Look. So, probably about 3 years ago is when I first met this crystal. And this was at a trade show, or whatever those crystal gem shows are called, all the booths. And then sometimes there's like tarot readings and stuff like that. That's another thing I love to do. Anyways, I spied this gorgeous being at one of the tables. And I was immediately, like, I saw from across the way and I like beelined. I was like, what now? And so this was in like a glass case. So I couldn't like get in there and put my hands on her. But the woman selling this one had like a 40 or 60% markdown or something. And it was still super expensive for like a rock, right? I mean, if I had all the money in the world, I would, I would have like the rose quartz bathtub in the whole 9 yards. Designers out there rolling their eyes, but I would. So anyways, I could not allow myself to buy this crystal on that day, even though I definitely had the money to. I was like, Carmen, you cannot spend that much money on a rock. And to be real, nobody needs a crystal in their life to heal. Okay, you don't need anything to heal. We do heal. But they're fun. They're beautiful. They've got energy. So I like to play with them. Anywho, oh yeah, do you see that little? Oh, look at that little nook right there. It's like, you know, the aorta or something would go in there. You know, if it was a real heart. So cool. Anyways, so I did buy another pink amethyst. Oh, this is pink amethyst. Did I say that? Pink amethyst. I did buy another piece of pink amethyst from her. And took a card or a flyer or something from her table and just never stopped thinking of this crystal. And so looked, I think she had an Etsy shop. She probably still does. And I saw this on the Etsy shop, obviously for full price. And I then stalked this crystal online for like a year and a half. And I'd forget for a while and then be like, oh, I'd look to see if the crystal was still there or if someone else adopted her. And one day, the crystal was not in the Etsy shop. In fact, I think I forgot even what the Etsy shop was called. And, I don't even know what I did. But I had bought here in Langford where I live, around the corner actually, I had bought off of Marketplace about 6 or 8 golden healer hearts. Here's one of them. There's a big one that I keep. Oh yeah. Now, if you know me, you know that if I love you, I will at some point gift you a crystal. That is true. So anyways, I bought all these golden healers because I love them and I want to give golden healer crystals to people. So I looked on her, I looked through my messages to see if she had anything cool. And what did she have? This. She had this. It was her. So, having thought that I would never see this crystal again after a year and a half, I knew that this crystal needed to come into my life. And so, here we have the pink amethyst heart of glory. And now, pink amethyst is, I think they discovered it like not very long ago. And I think that it is, if I remember, well, this is what it is for me. It's like a mixture of regular amethyst and like rose quartz. That's how I think of it. So, and how it feels. Oh, love. Heart expanding love. So, there. My biggest, well, not my biggest, but the most recent special crystal. Giant crystal. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that. And divine rest. Get some. You are worthy of it. We'll talk about that again, I promise you. I just couldn't get there today. The other thing is, like, we're not gonna, like, I think I was trying to be too serious about it because it felt really intense to me when it came through, and I was like, oh, I want to share this with people. But we'll get there when we get there, and until then, we're sending you all the vibes, okay? Love you so much.